When my dad took me to a spot, Dad just looks at me as he's paddling over the top of this 10-foot set and looks at me, and I'm just eyes like, yeah, and just got hammered. And that one I was crying, and that was a moment that scarred
Good
me.
learning experience.
Yeah, no, but I pulled it, and I think I came out of that one more trusting in my own self.
Yeah, you come up, I didn't die.
Yeah, no, it was, but I still was straight to the beach and did not want to surf again. But that's part of learning.
Part of surfing and learning for sure.
And which actually, it's funny because then I started teaching Anthony to surf, and then John, my other son too. And when I did it, I vowed to never scare them.
I tried to get him into surfing when he was probably about 5 years old. I remember pushing him into a wave at Rockview, which is one of the local spots, and pushed him into a wave on a longboard, and of course the board purled, and he went off the front, got a bunch of kelp, a bunch of sand, kind of put him off for a few years.
What the wife have to say?
Yeah, well, she realized he couldn't. It was a fait accompli.
She actually was the one who got me back into it, because literally, like, I was over him after that.
I can understand why.
No, and it was shattering to me. I was probably 6.
I definitely got scared a couple times, but he was good about not like pushing me or scolding me when I did get scared. He wasn't like,
Right.
Go
You pussy!
lazy.
No.
Yeah, go you puss, anything like that. Yeah, but I
Jumped
definitely,
a little bit.
I think I definitely went surfing at a really, really young age. He would take me out. I remember in Hawaii a couple times he'd like throw me on the nose of the board. We'd paddle out to wherever, Rocky Point, or maybe even Pipe on a small day, and he'd like belly board some waves with me. There were some experiences like that I remember when I was really little. But then I also got into surfing probably closer to the age of 10. I think I was in 5th or 6th grade. And we lived in the Midtown right here, and I had a couple buddies at school that wanted to go surfing, and so then he started taking me down with the other kids' dads and things like that to 38th Avenue and Capitola, things like that. And I really had that's kind of when surfing sparked for me, and I started to have a good time with it.
20, 30 years later, the roles have reversed. He's got to find a soft spot if he wants to go, surf with me.
It was funny. One of the last surfs we had together, we like to do we all went together.
Yep.
And we surfed it it was Christmas, and it was big Sewer Peak. And I was actually, I've never been worried about my dad going out surfing ever, and this was one time I'm like, and we all jumped in and paddled out, and that like Sewer Peak channel was closing out at Rockview, and like it was high tide, yeah. And it was sketchy, and I'm like, we all kind of jumped in and got out, kind of like, I'm all, wow, that was kind of sketchy. I'm a little worried about Dad, and I'm like looking at him, and he's sitting on the beach, and he's just sitting there right on the rocks, and he's just waiting. I'm like, dude, what is he doing? He's just sitting there waiting. And then like his time was picked. He jumps in. I'm like, okay, here it comes. Let's see if he can get out. And sure enough, like every time like a set would come and it'd like miss him, and he's just like, out the back, and just glided out.
Made it
I'm
out
like,
hair dry.
And the raddest thing was that like it was pretty big. And I'm
It was
like,
definitely
man.
big, yeah.
And like, and they ended up getting a set wave at Sewer Peak and rode it all the way through, like for Soros's thing where he's like, I made it from Sewer Peak through First Peak, and you rode that wave all the way through.
I remember that.
One
You
wave.
were on the inside paddling out. I
Yeah,
remember.
one wave and done.
I do remember that wave.
Yeah,
And
one and
then
done. It
he's
was
like,
an
yep.
epic set wave too.
Yeah.
Like totally from out the back all the
Occasionally
way
you
through.
get one of those.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, getting the whole Mels
it's
family together out there.
Yeah.
It is.
We try to do Thanksgiving, Christmases, birthdays occasionally, things
holidays.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're actually probably due for a family surf pretty soon.
Yeah.